I will not be I will not be reading what you're writing because I'm looking at the Instagram camera, even though it looks like I am looking at you, but I'm looking at a different camera. Okay, so everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100 shorts, boys, creations, povads, bases, and beyond. So the clearing statement has changed. They've replaced all 9 by all 100 as of, I think, yesterday or day before. So it's getting longer, it's getting a little bigger, but I guess it's a different energy of what's required and it's becoming more powerful. So I think 100 is 50 things that you've decided where you're right, and then 50 things where you've decided where you're wrong. Because if you decide you're right, someone else has to be wrong. If you decide you're wrong, someone else has to be right. And you can be wrong at something only when you're right at something, you know. You're wrong when you're right at being wrong. So it's just a lot of judgment. So what if we can go beyond all this judgment? The clearing statement itself propagates you to get out of right and wrong, out of good and bad. So what would it be like for us to, get into oneness, function from oneness, function in a way that you don't separate yourself from you, forget about others. How much separation from yourself are you doing? Everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, all 100 shots, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. So I'm getting used to the, I didn't even get used to the last clearing statement, which we did last Monday, and it's already shifted. That's how fast access changes. Are you willing to shift that way at the speed of space? When something requires to change, are you willing to change it? Or do you hold on to everything? Yeah, again, people on Zoom, I'm not looking at the chat. So, okay. People in Zoom, I'm not looking at the chat. So please do not type in your comments. Please unmute yourself and ask any questions you have. And people on Instagram, I will be looking at your comments. So thank you for everyone who's joining today. So what would you like to change today in your life? What would you like to shift? So I think the biggest thing we have to shift is stopping judging ourselves. This is what they teach you when you do access bars. I hope some of you have a background on access consciousness. This is what they tell you when you do access bars. If you can get one thing out of this class, stop judging yourself. So how many of you have truly stopped judging yourself? What is the value of judging yourself? Is it so that you can hold on to the reason and justification that, this is, that something will not work? Or have you decided that you can never get what the other person has, so you would love to judge yourself? Okay, I think all of you have done that. So everywhere you've decided that you can never get what you desire, and you may never get it in this lifetime, and life is not worth living because of that. Will you revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, all 100 shots, boys, Povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. It is so different. I'm getting used to the all 100. I hope you guys will get used to it soon. But sorry, no buts. But keep moving on is what I wanted to say. Yeah. So how many of you still judge yourselves? Are you judging your body? Are you comparing yourself with others? What is it that you're not willing to let go? Where have you made judgment, which is not the true you? The true you is oneness, infinite abundance. In no way are you not abundant. In no way are you not taken care of by the universe. But why do we keep feeling that you're not taken care of? It's usually something called an inner child, where it's not you, but a younger age of you, or maybe a personality of you. In Access, the kind of calling it personalities. Personality is not exactly an inner child, but something similar. So it's the personality of you that's stopping you from being infinite, that is stopping you from creating what you desire. And have you always not created what you desire? Of course you have. But have you got too bored about it? Have you not acknowledged it? So everywhere you've decided that you will never get what you desire because you're not willing to be what is required. But what if you can be something else that can still get you what you desire? And what is it that you've decided you do not want to be, you cannot be? Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, all 100 shorts, boys, creations, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. Okay. So where do you guys still judge yourselves? Give me some examples of, or if you would like to interact, please let me know. What judgment would you let go?
Hello,
Hi, Geeta.
hello Nithya ma'am. Hi, I am at my sister's place in Muzaffarnagar. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Or I am just judging myself that I am not able to help my brother who is in
You can't
village
help
nearby.
anyone, Geeta. You only have to help yourself. No one
He is
can
in
help
very bad
anyone.
state.
No
Yeah,
one
he is
can
in
help anyone.
very, yeah. I'm just going to visit my brother, elder brother, who is fighting with cancer right now, and he's losing hope.
Yeah, Geeta, so you
But
cannot help anyone. It's
mm,
not true. Only they can help
mm,
themselves. But I guess you can pray for him. You can contribute to him. You can have in your thoughts
okay,
best wishes for him and visualize him getting better. That's what you can do. But it's up to him whether he recovers or not. Okay. So when you also go down with the energy and get into I can't help him, and your energy, your vibration kind of becomes low. And when you feel bad, you're not contributing to anyone in any way. In fact, you make things worse. So what if you can have that hope? Okay, instead of saying I can't contribute to him, keep praying for him. And I think that's the best you can do here. So everything that brought up and let down will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys. All 100 shots, boys. Povats, creations, bases, and beyonds. Okay, life with 3 of you says, sometimes I judge with how much ease people can take decisions, and I take a lot of time to get it. I get agitated. First of all, I suggest you stop comparing yourself with others. And it's okay if you take more time to take decisions. You can ask this question: what information do I need to make this decision? Maybe you're not aware of what is the right decision for you. So you have to ask, what information am I missing here to make the right decision? And it's okay. What does it matter whether you take the decision instantaneously or whether you give it time, more time to take it? So I think there's a point of view that you're losing time. Time every day when you wake up, time is available. Time is the one thing that's available to everyone. I mean, equally, and it doesn't judge you. So time is available always. When you feel you don't have time or you're losing time, you kind of age faster. So whatever invention you're using to sabotage yourself and your body with regards to not making decisions, will you revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys. All 100 shots, boys, poets, creations, spaces, and beyond. Yes. People on Zoom, please unmute yourself and ask. I'm actually not reading the chats on Zoom because I'm looking at the Instagram camera. So I think someone has posted a comment on Zoom. I will not be reading that. So kindly please unmute yourself and ask what you have. Okay, so what invention am I using to make myself wrong, to make others wrong, if I'm not wrong, and always get stuck in the judgment? Everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 100 shots, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. So what else would you guys like to change? What are you looking to shift today? I think if you can, after this call, uh, acknowledge yourself, stop judging yourself, and maybe focus on the future, because the past is over and nothing of the past is ever going to change, but the future is completely in your hands. So what future are you stopping yourself from creating because you keep yourself stuck in the past? And what decision of the past can you not forgive yourself for? What decision of the past are you holding on to that you've decided you can never make right and never forgive yourself for? Everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys. All 100 shots, boys, poets, creations, bases, and beyonds. I'm sorry, I'm just getting used to the change from all 9 to all 100. So I need not be sorry. It's a very new change, and you can see I'm already like getting into it, but so used to the old statements, so used to all 9, because I've been like using that for the last 6-7 years, daily in and out. So yeah, so things do change, and maybe for the better. So everywhere you are afraid of change, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, bases, all 100 shorts, Povat's creations based on yours. Yeah. So Purva, I think you are typing on Zoom, and I told I'm not looking at any of the things that are being typed on Zoom. Please unmute yourself and talk, because I am looking at a different camera. I don't want to turn my head. If I turn my head, then the I can, but it kind of disorients the recording. Okay. So everything that brought up and let down will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, all 100 shots, boys, Povad's creations, bases, and beyonds. Okay. So what do I love about judging myself? Everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100 shots, boys, Povad's creations, bases, and beyonds. Okay. Cool. So yeah, so is there something that you've not able to forgive yourself for in the past? Something that you've decided that you've done completely wrong, and then you go into why did I not listen to my awareness, and then you want to completely block your awareness because you've decided you're wrong. So the problem with deciding you're wrong is you don't want to trust any awareness that you get going forward. Your life is no longer an adventure of fun or about seeing what the next step, where the next step leads you. And it's okay to make mistakes, because only when you take the next step you will know whether things will work or not. But instead of that, what if you just get into completely judging yourself? Is that is very unkind to you and your body, and that separates you out from oneness. So I was reading something, or I was listening to something so profound, which is, I don't remember where I was reading or where I was listening, but there is oneness. There is some level of consciousness which connects each and every one of us, and oneness is looking for you to know that you are the universe. You are as powerful as the universe, and you are a very major contribution to the universe. And oneness always looks out for the best for you. So what if you know that you're oneness, and what if you are so in sync with oneness, and trust, have faith that oneness will take care of you. Oneness is listening to you, consciousness is listening to you. But the more you become unconscious, and the more you keep saying that things are not happening the way I like, or whatever I'm thinking of is not happening, what I'm looking for I'm not creating, and then you judge yourself, and then you judge yourself for judging yourself. So those things are the energies that completely bring you down. What if you can celebrate yourself as oneness? What if you can figure out that everyone is you and you are everyone? I know those are very profound words, but that's when you don't compare yourself with anyone, because they are also you, you're also them, and what they have, if you desire it, you can get it. But you don't have to put yourself down for that. And is that what you truly desire, or are you here to create something else, something so different that no one else has created? So what if you know who you truly are? Okay? So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, all 100 shots, boys, Povad's creations, bases, and beyonds. I have to repeat this all 100 so many times. So what is the energy of all 100, which we are trying to get and which we've decided we will not get? Everything that is, will you revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100 shots, Povats, boys, Povats, creations, bases, and beyonds. Okay. So I'm doing a class called Plant Medicine on December 4th for the first time. I think we did touch upon a little of it in summer solstice this year, June 21st, but I'm going to expand on that. So if any of you has done any shamanism or knows who's your primary guide from Unearth One Earth or any other school of shamanism, you're welcome to join to explore plant medicine like never before. Some amazing stuff which I've come up with, which will, allow you to know how plants can contribute to you. This is the first year I started working with plant medicines, and it is so sensitive, so powerful. It's a different ball game altogether, different energy altogether. So if you would like that, please do join. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pop, all 9 shots, boys, all 100 shots, boys, Povat's creations, bases, and beyonds. Okay. So and I'm doing a spirit chant. If you guys know, based on my book, Walking with Wolf, there is something called spirit chants, which is in this book. And with spirit chants, you can't read this book and understand spirit chants, but with the spirit chants, and it's an intro facilitator, so you can start facilitating groups and individual people of how to sort their life with spirit chants. So you can sort past lives, you can sort core issues, you can sort pains, you can sort anxiety, you can sort grief. It is a modality by itself at a very and the cost is so reasonable, where you will learn how to change so many things in your life and for others. It works equally well for you and others. So if you're interested in that class, it starts from December 12th to 17th, 1.5 hours each day. And it's a class not to miss. I will also teach you how to use my spirit chant oracle cards, my Buddha being cards, and you will become a certified oracle card reader and also a spirit chant intro facilitator. So do not miss this. When I did this class in March of this year, it was so good. It was so good. And after that, people have been using spirit chants to sort so many things in your life. There are so many things. It will tell you what your subconscious is thinking and how to change it. Because if something is not working in your life, it's only because of the way you think. If something is not working in your life, it's only because of the way you think. So what invention are you using to think against yourself? Everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, all 100 shots, all 100 shots, boys, povats, creations, bases, and beyonds. So yeah, I'm getting used to the all 100. So it's pretty new. All 9 has now been replaced by all 100 in the access clearing statement. So what else is happening in the world that we would like to change? I think the biggest contribution you can be is by laughing, by being happy. And when you're happy, your body shifts. When your body shifts, everything falls in place. When you're healthy, your money flows will change. Things will work out. When you're peaceful, you are at your most receiving. So one beautiful question you can ask yourself is, what is receiving, and where have I decided that I cannot receive? And where am I stopping my receiving? People are always about, I would like to receive more, I would like to receive more. But I think it all goes together. You have to be more, you have to know more, and then you can receive more. Otherwise, what more are you receiving when you're not being more? So everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, all 100 shots, all 100 shots. Boys, povats, creations, and beyonds. Yes. So I think I'm getting it now. All 100 shots. Okay. So even right and wrong, the beautiful clearing statement just says stop holding on to what is right and wrong, because if you say you're right, someone else has to be wrong. If you're wrong, someone else has to be right. And to hold a right point of view, you also have to think what is wrong. You constantly think either you're right or you're wrong, and you hold on to such a big conclusion, which maybe you can be free of. And maybe if you're free of judgment, how would your life be like? If you truly function from oneness, how would your life be like? I know that's very scary. It's kind of so easy to be in judgment and not move and blame everyone else for your problems, or blame yourself, whichever you like better, depends on whether you're human or humanoid. But what if you can truly function from oneness, unknown space, something you've never seen, generosity of spirit, something which you know, which is who you are, which you know, but which you're afraid to function from? What personality are you using to stop being the generosity of spirit that you can truly be? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100 shots, all 100 shots, boys, povats, creations, bases, and beyonds. Yeah, we're getting it. We're getting the statement. How amazing is that? The more you repeat things, you'll get it. So practice makes you better. So what if you can start practicing non-judgment too? How many of you would? I know, functioning from oneness is not easy. Consciousness is not comfortable. Sometimes it doesn't even feel it's amazing. But what if that is what will create the greatest for you? Are you looking to live the greatest life you would like to live? Are you looking to be all you can be? And if you don't be all you can be, it's fine. It's okay. It's just a choice. It's okay It's okay to once in a while be sad. It's okay to be whoever you are. It's okay to not be the greatest version of yourself. Nothing is wrong. It is not wrong. And it's not wrong to desire more money. It is not wrong to not like people. Nothing is wrong. So what invention are you using? You guys love to make yourself wrong, don't you, about each and everything? So what invention are you using to still make yourself wrong and get stuck in the wrongness of you or someone else? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 100 shorts, boys, poets, creations, and beyonds. Yeah. I think this is the call where you listen to me um repeat the clearing statement so slow. Probably it will speed up from next week after I practice enough. So how does it get better? And yes, I will send you details about the spirit chant classes. I think someone has WhatsApp me. I will get back to you after this call. So I do have a before sculpting class also in Bangalore starting from December 5th, where you can completely change your body size, shape, diseases, everything. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all 9 shots, boys. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod and pock, all 100 shorts, boys, poets, creations, and beyonds. Okay. Okay. So what else would you guys like to know? Is there anything else that anyone else would like to clear? Yeah, and I was telling people on Zoom, I'm not reading um I'm not reading whatever is typed in the Zoom chat. So please unmute yourself and ask, because I am looking at an Instagram camera, even though it looks like I'm looking directly at you, because one of my friends, he got me a different webcam so that I can actually do this. Otherwise, I'd have to keep moving my face from one device to the other. And as I was talking, camera just fell. I wonder what created that. Okay. So I think bases, I will get back to you on what that is. I think it's something like the foundation or the basis of judgment that we hold on to create something. And basis is the plural, base is the singular form of it. So we say basis so that we can pod and pock all that. But I'll put the definition of the clearing statement in the morning star call. Exactly Gary's words, because these are my words and it's what I interpret. So it might change. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all 9 shots, boys. Poets, all 100 shorts, boys, poets, creations, bases, and beyonds. You see how I'm present and I'm catching myself. Okay, that was the camera. So I just looked at the camera on. Yeah, I'm correcting the camera. Okay, so yeah, I think that's better. Okay, so you see how I'm being present with the clearing statement and stopping when I come to all 9 and then looking that I have to change it into all 100, catching it at that moment. So what if you can catch yourself when you're judging yourself? You don't have to feel wrong about yourself. What if in that moment you can catch yourself for judging yourself and say, ask a question whenever you judge yourself. How do I change this? How does it get better than this? Because when you give the same input, you will not get a different output. You will get the same output. So it's simple as changing your thinking, which is actually much easier than it sounds. And even though we think it's really hard, so everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 100 shorts, boys, poets, creations, bases, and beyonds. And yeah, so I think if you can take this call and just stop judging yourself, or at least acknowledge yourself for some time, live free, figure out what all the good things that life is giving you, figure out where you would like to like yourself? Have you been there for others? Have you, I tend to overgive to others and a lot, and then they tend to like not receive it, and then they don't even know that you're overgiving. When you give someone, you are sick, but then you spend extra time to work on them and you take care of them. They don't even care. They don't even know that what you've done for them, and you just talk to them. I've talked to many people for free, and it has changed their life, right? And then they don't even know that I'm giving a part of my life or part of my time for them. They don't even care about what you've done for them, and they're just okay to just stop talking to you or move on. And mainly it's because of money, because people just behave so weird around money. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100 shorts, boys, povads, creations and beyonds. But what if you are oneness and you can continue to gift, and it's okay to let them go, and maybe and you would get, I mean, be there for yourself in the end. Do not expect anyone else to be there for you. So all expectations, projections, separations, and rejections that you're functioning from, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, all 100 shorts, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds, all projections, expectations, separations, and rejections that you're functioning from. Will you revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, decide, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100 shorts, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. And what if oneness knows what is the best for you? What if oneness knows what's the best for you? Sometimes you may not know what's the greatest and the best for you. I mean, you always know, but sometimes, what if you just say, universe, I know that you know what's the best for me, and show me how to function that way. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine, all 100 shorts, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. Yes. Okay. Anyone on Zoom? You guys have any questions? Feel free to unmute and ask. Okay, and everywhere you have, that's the first clearing I started with today. Everywhere you've decided you will
Hey.
never achieve what you desire, or it's too hard for you to achieve what you desire, will you revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100 shorts, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. Yes, Bindu, what's your question?
Hi. I just learned to run the access bars. I just took a class.
Okay.
So this is interesting. It's just been like 4 weeks. And I'm just learning. I'm still learning. The the time they ran the class. I mean, when we were in the class and they ran the bars, I didn't see anything significant happen. It was like I had heard so many miracle stories about everything that happens, but none of that happened. So I was just wondering, is it some kind of a block or what is going on?
What's your expectation?
No, I mean, just that something would change, right? The way I think, or you know whatever.
So what has
That
changed
was the
what has changed that you're not perceiving, that you're refusing to see? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100 shorts, boys, povad, creations, bases, and beyonds. And maybe you're not as screwed up as you think you are. Maybe you're already you're already
I don't
sorted.
know.
So maybe that's why you didn't perceive that much change. But I'm sure it would have. And practice makes perfect. So keep
Mm,
practicing, and then you will get
okay.
change. Yeah. And
Okay.
some people are like super aware all the time, so you don't perceive the difference. You can perceive the difference only if it's, a very huge difference, which happens for some people, which does not happen for some people. Because to be honest, my first bars class, I just felt good. I did not perceive anything else. And I was learning everything under the sun. When I learned bars, I learned hypnotherapy, I learned tasso, I learned Reiki, I learned whatnot. I don't want to say all that, but if it's there in a healing modality, I've probably done it. So,
I agree.
and I just felt good. So I didn't like
Uh,
get anything like what other people were saying, like this, like that. And then I did a bars facilitator just because I was like, everyone was like access, access. And I was like, you know what? I think everyone is saying access. So if I start facilitating, I'll make more money. That's all I did. I went, and then, in my second or third bars class, I realized, no, even not then. Then I realized that it was better. That's it. And then when I started facilitating also, it's not that I saw the change, but the participants would tell me, now I can feel this. Now my life has shifted. That made me so happy. So it took me to go to my first COP to realize that I have that access is about consciousness. And the
Okay.
name Access Consciousness means consciousness, because I thought it was AXIS for whatever. I didn't read the manuals or anything. And then it took me my first CF training to realize I have not said, how does it get better than this every day of my life? I have not said, I didn't ask a question when I said bars do not work for me. Did I ask, how do I make it work for me? How do I change this? There are so many questions in the bars manuals. Are you using that?
I
Or are you
am, and I get no answers back. That is another frustration I have. I am like going through a couple problems right now, and I'm like, desperately using all the different tools I learned, and
Yeah.
not happening.
You don't look for an
Sunblock.
answer. That's an expectation. You look for awareness. Awareness is very different from an answer. Sometimes it comes through another person. Sometimes it comes in your dreams, not an answer. Okay. And when you say desperation, that's the opposite of a question, because all the tools in Access are questions. Okay. So when
Mm-hmm.
I put desperation, it's no longer a question. It is a question with a conclusion that I'm too desperate. And when you are desperate, you push the universe away. Do you like needy or desperate people? So the universe will not, you are pushing it away with your desperation. So questions have to be asked with wonder, excitement, fun. Who am I today? And what grand and glorious adventure can I have? How does it get better? So just keep repeating it. It will work. It always works. It's just that you have to let go of some energies before it works, and all those will show up to your face. So sometimes when you ask questions, things become more difficult. It's because you have to clear the crap. Okay, so if the crap shows up, celebrate it, clear it, and just
Got it.
it works. And
Okay.
sometimes it takes, like me, if you're as dumb as me, it takes you a year or so to figure that you never use the questions. So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and
Yes.
wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100 shorts, boys, creation,
Poets.
bases, and beyonds. Yes. So it has changed. The clearing statement has changed. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So be consistent, and or you can come to other classes. So I do a spirit chant class, which will give you answers just from the book. It's not questions, it is answers. It's a different modality altogether, but Access does work. And you just have to, out of the blue, somewhere you would have cleared a point of view, and whatever you ask just shows up. The universe has some impeccable timing of how it's going to give it to you. The only thing is, do not decide that it's not going to work, and do not give up, and do not stop yourself in between, after a few days or after many days, deciding that this is never going to work. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, povats, all 100 shots, boys, povats, creations, bases, and beyonds. Yes, that's the change with 9 to 100. Okay. Thank you, Bindu. So any other questions, guys? And also, I think when you hear many people say so many things, our expectations just go sky roof. So it's best not to expect anything.
Okay. Thank you. I think your video stopped. Unless you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I wonder what happened with that. Anyway, so yeah, thank you. I have put it back on. So how does it get better? So do you guys have any other questions? What else? So I think if you stop judging yourself and even stop judging the tools like it's not working, instead say, how would I make it work for me? And when it's working for so many people, I know you're different, you're weird, and everything that works for others may not work for you, but what if you can see, when it's working so well for others, what would it be like for this to work for me too, at the speed of space, and for me to perceive that it's working? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all 100 shorts, boys, poets, creations, bases, and beyonds. Okay, guys. So I think we're wrapping up today's call, unless there's one last question. Otherwise, I'm just gonna quickly check Instagram if anyone has anything. No, nothing's there. So thank you, guys. Have a great day. Take care. And I will see you next Monday or before. I have a, if you come onto my Instagram, Unearth One Earth tomorrow, please do follow us on Unearth One Earth. You get a lot of free calls, amazing awareness of earth sciences, shamanism and B4 and everything that's happening with Unearth One Earth. It's not going to be access, but something very different. You're welcome to follow us. Thank you. And do follow us on Facebook. These calls recordings are available on YouTube, and all the old episodes are so amazing. So please do watch them. Thank you. Bye-bye.